everybody, it's Gina. I'm back again to share another design team project for SenecaPondCrafts. This is from the kit French Farmhouse collection. It has 5 background papers, 10 double-page spreads, 60 embellishments, and a mini add-on booklet in the kit. So it's another big kit. And today I'm going to share what I've done with it, is created a 3-signature journal. This is a hard, well, semi-hard journal. I've created it myself and built the spine, which is a 2.5-inch spine. Like I said, it's a 3-signature. It measures about 5 1/4 by 7 1/2. So it's a nice sized journal. It's a fabric covered journal, and I've done quite a bit of layering. As you can see, I've got the fabric, some vintage lace, some burlap, canvas, and then this is an image from the kit, and it's then I've taken a Tim Holtz book plate and then also fussy cut another of the images off of one of the journal cards and altered that, so that's in there. If you didn't like that, you could change that. And this is the back of the journal. Just kept that plain this time. So here is the closure. I've just stitched this vintage lace so that you can just tie it, and we'll go inside and I'll show you what we've got. Here we go. So the cover, I've taken, these are little cards that come in the kit, and I've just did some stitching, and then I've just taken and cut down one of the other images into a couple of little journaling cards and placed those in there. And on this paper, I love it. Love it, love it. It is just beautiful. In fact, I love it so much. I've done 2 of the signatures with this. It's and then I've printed it out again on the MIT dyed papers, so it's given it a really old look to it, and I just think it complements it really well. I imagine this fabulous farmhouse in the France countryside, and what might be in a journal that maybe the farmer's wife was keeping, and I've just tried to have that as my inspiration. It's just such a beautiful kit that you're completely inspired by the design. But here I've got a tag that I've hand stamped. Got some seam binding. This is just an old receipt that offline I've picked up. This is one of the little tags from the kit, so I've cut that out, added some linen thread to it. This I've built a page, a double pocket, 2 pockets here, and then added that to the paper. And then this I've just done a little die cut with the rooster. I thought that really went nicely with it. I've added some brads here, so you could write down, you know, an important date to you, maybe the story behind it. I've just done some punching along here. This is vintage notebook paper. I've got a good stash of that at the moment. And here I've just added some little flips. This one I've done a little pocket, and I did some more stitching on one of the little cards from the kit. Here is just I imagined, you know, it's probably a postcard from somebody that the farmer's wife receives. So I've made a pocket out of this ticket, did some stitching, done quite a lot of stitching in this one. This is an old book page. This is from an old ledger book I've got, so I've included that in there. And this is a new ledger sheet, but I've just added it for more space to write. This is some old trim I picked up at a flea market recently, so I've made a pocket there. And then this is the coordinating, leftover scrap from the cover, so I just made a little tag there and included that. And then this, I just did some stamping and distressing. Little doily. This is just a little glassine pocket. This I've created a couple of pockets here and stitched those in, and these are some more of the. You get several of these tags. They're just stunning. The colors are so beautiful, particularly with autumn coming. This is just a great kit for this time of year. So I think Eileen's done a fabulous job. Here I've done a, was on an old piece of, another old book page, and this is just a little pocket I've taken from one of the double pages. I printed it out onto some heavy cardstock, and then I've just attached the trim along the edge there, so you've got a nice space. This was an old image I ran across in one of the books I've got, and I just scanned that onto the tea-dyed paper. So that I've tucked in there because it's an old farmhouse. And here's just another handmade tag I've done. This is one of the pockets that's included in the kit. So I've cut that out and attached it to some more paper I thought complemented the kit really well. Here I've just stitched in a doily, and these are just gorgeous. They're mason jars that come in the kit, so I've fussy cut that out, and then I've just added another little tag. You get several of these, and I've also sized them down so that there's some little ones in here as well. Now this is another kit from Seneca Pond, and this is the Heritage Ancestor tags, I believe. I thought this went really well, so I've included that little tag in here. And this is just a journal card I've made, did some stitching on the back. This is 2 pockets here. There again, all from the kit. Little tabs from the kit. Lots of journaling space on this. Is the one of the pages. I had these for the center of the signature because I think they're just stunning. You don't really need to do anything to them. They're just so beautiful. Here I've done a little belly band, and in this is the little booklet that is included, but I've cut it down, and if you did it as it's instructed, this would be 2. And you could make a little booklet, but I've cut it down and made a little pocket, and then I've included this little bitty notebook. I just did some scraps and stuck that in, so I thought that was really sweet. I'll give you more writing space, of course. And here's another little flip-up pocket there. A little journaling card and another tag. Some parchment paper, and this is from Wendy's Journal Adventures. She did a tutorial on how to make a reversible tag, and these are the tags, how they're created, and I just think this is such a great idea. She's created them so that you could just fold them up and glue them. You don't have to sew them, you could just glue them, but I thought they were just perfect for this this idea. So thank you, Wendy, for that idea there. You just attach it with some material up there, and like I said, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can still create those. So I thought that was really nice. There's the back of that farmhouse image. This little pocket's just a mini file folder, and I've just made a little, this is one of the tags from the kit. So I've tucked that in there. And then you've got plenty of space to write on, and then I've just tucked away some more little things from the kit that I've cut down, and just beautiful. Look at these. I mean, they're just perfect for autumn, I think. I love this kit, but I say that with all of the kits. each one I say, oh, it's my favorite, until she comes out with another one. So, oh, I love these. She does these little envelopes. Just gorgeous. Those are fun to put in. So got that in there. I've got some vintage lace I've stitched throughout, and this is from a flea market that I just recently went to. I don't know how old it is, but it's very old. Beautiful lace. This is another of the journaling cards. Oops. Some more of that ledger, the book page, and some beautiful lace there. Here I've just done another little pocket, added some more of the little scrap paper, some more of the journaling cards. And this, I've had that flip out, so you've got more writing space. So that's the end of that first signature, and this is the second one. Here I've done a music pocket, and I've left this open so you can also stick some things back here. I've not put anything in those. As I said, most of my journals, I've got so many tags and journaling cards included. I can't fill everything, and besides, I think it's nice for you to have space to put your own things into. Now this is another of the little envelopes that's included in the kit. So I've just kept those as they are, so you can glue them together or just use them for more writing. This is an old book sheet from a stitching stitching book I've just recently picked up, so I put that in. Here I've created another pocket. Beautiful image. I'll give you a close-up of that. Those are so pretty. Like I said, these colors, they're just perfect for this time of year. This is just a tag I've made. It's quite a thick one with some, just doing some recycling of, boxes and things from the house rather than it going in the landfill. So here I've done a couple of pockets, added a little mason jar there, another little pocket here, created that little tag for it. This one's not a pocket, but this is in the kit. She's got little phrases, and this one's wonder. And this one, I've just cut that down and turned that into a journaling card. I've done some stenciling throughout, and I'm sorry I haven't pointed that out, but it's meant to look like old paint, which obviously you would find in an old farmhouse. So there's some of it. I think it really complements it well. This sheet, now this isn't from, this was just from a paper pad I had, but I thought it really went well with this kit, so I tucked that in there. This is an old newsprint bag, and I just folded it up and made it into a little pocket there, and that's another of the tags from the Heritage Collection. Just some extra paper. Those are tucked in. This is just for some texture. That's the back of the envelope you're going to see. And here's a little bag you can put some things in. Now this is one of her journal cards, but I've altered it slightly so that you can have a little secret place to write here. And then I've added some vintage lace there. Love that design, the old chair. And yeah, you can just imagine sitting in that room looking out over the farm. Beautiful. Here I've done a couple of little pockets. Included some tags for you. Little doily, some grid paper. That's the center of that section. Beautiful. So many layers to her design. Just love them. This one, did a little journal card, create a little tuck spot up here, and this basket is included. It's an envelope, but I could just imagine you going to one of the beautiful French markets, get some various things, and you'd be carrying a little basket like that. Here's another little pocket. Another pocket for you there out of a bag. And this is another one of the mason jars that's in the kit. Love that. Here's just another little envelope where you can do, you can tuck some things in there. I thought the embossing was what you might see in some French wallpaper, so I thought that really went nice. Here's another one of the tabs from the journal. I love that in her kits because I don't have a tab punch, and it's so nice to have those. Here's another little pocket. Some more of the ledger paper. Here I've just created a little pocket there and a tuck spot. And here's some more of the tags. This is the background paper, but I've printed it on some cardstock to turn it into more little journaling tags. More of this vintage lace. Isn't that beautiful? Those have been stitched in. And here I've just done a little flip out, and this is Delight. Like I said, those were all in the kit. And I've made a little pocket so that you can stick some things behind that one. Some more flips. Samples and Stitches. That's Samplers and Stitches. That's what the book was. I thought these were beautiful designs, and I could imagine as a farmer's wife, you're probably very good at that. I'm not, but here I've done a glassine bag pocket. Another big handmade tag. I've done some layering on that. Created a couple little spaces here. And this is another of the mason jars. I've shrunk those down. I thought that was a nice size. Goes along with the large ones as well. And this was an old magazine I've got. I think it's about 1939, and it's got this recipe, rabbit for dinner, because living on a farm, you'd have lots of rabbits, so you have to do something with them, I suppose. So I thought that was nice to put in. And here's another little space to flip out with a pocket, and there's a nice tag behind that. I love this. This is another one of the beautiful envelopes. So if you want to glue that together, you can, but I like it just clipped over. And then this page does flip up. Another of the black doilies. This is a beautiful edition. You can glue this together. She gives directions, so it's a great kit for somebody who's just starting out or experienced, either one. But I love the fact that she gives little ideas. You can glue this together, and she's got a bookmark that goes inside, but I chose to use it this way for additional space on that page. Just more book page. Another of the little mason jars. I love those. And this is the bookmark that would have went in that, but I used it as a pocket. And this is another one of the little envelopes. Just love those. And here I've done more stenciling. Glassine bag. And here I've just done a little doily tuck spot there with a French receipt. In this I've created a little tag within a tag, so. And here's another journaling card, place you can do some notes. And here I've done a floating book page pocket, so you can move that around in the journal as you see fit. And these are some more of her tags. Beautiful. Just such big kits. You can do so much with this. In fact, I've got enough left to do another journal with. But I've got to move on, so I'll come back to that. In this pocket, I've just did some fancy stitching and put an alterations tag in there. This is a little tea bag pocket. It's one of her kits. Beautiful. So much in this kit. Here I've done some more stamping. This is one of her pockets. There's some of the chipped wood. And then that's that page for the center of the signature. I love it. I just love how these have come out. Do a little flip out here so you got more writing space. And I love this. I saw this on, I think it was Grandma Ree's. She had this in one of her journals, so I searched for this online, and I love that, the to-do list for today. And here, oh, I love this little pocket. She's got recipe card. I think I'm going to be scanning those and printing those out because I'm planning to do a recipe book, and I think those are just gorgeous. In fact, this kit would make a fabulous recipe book. You could do that with this journal, actually, if you wanted to. But that pocket fits it perfectly. And that is, oh no, sorry, I thought that was the back of the signature, but it's not. We've still got this. This I've taken all the leftover scraps, just kind of collaged them, stitched them. Love that design. Beautiful. Little, this is just a little envelope. I've just clipped it over so you can put some things in there. And here is a couple more little journal cards. Here's a pocket I've created from one of the images. So you've got the space back here, and then I did another little pocket here. And just tuck these in because she's got so many of these journal cards. It's plenty to include. This is the back of the recipe page I printed out, and there, this is the back. So here I've just done a double pocket, and then I did another machine stitched tag. So like I said, it's a big journal. So much fun working with this kit. You are going to love it. I'm going to put SenecaPondCrafts link below. If you're interested in the journal, you can just click on that link and you can find it. She's got some beautiful things out. The next one I'll be working on is a kit called Autumn Whispers, which is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So be watching for that. If you're interested in purchasing this journal, it will be going up in my Etsy shop, so the link will be below for that as well. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate your comments so much, and just taking the time to watch these. Take care, everybody. Bye.